to hop back on here, and we'll see if this is working better on my phone here. I know welcome to everyone. Happy Sunday. I was on the live stream on my computer, and it was getting really glitchy. I'm replacing my computer hopefully tomorrow. It's just not, I think it's not able to connect to Wi-Fi very well anymore. So hopefully it's working out on my phone. I don't see anybody on here quite yet. Hopefully everybody will hop on from, yeah, okay, I see a couple people hopping on here. Hopefully everyone that was on the live stream will hop back on again. And let me know if this is working better. Way better? Awesome. Thank you, Valoria. Yeah, so we're going to use the phone. Like I said, we're going to replace the laptop hopefully tomorrow. We're gonna upgrade here, and hopefully that will solve the problem with that. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Let me know. It's a little better, you say? I'm curious because I want to see how much of this is my technology and how much is the actual internet itself. So we're experimenting, you guys. And we're going to get right back into it because we were starting the reading. You guys started losing me. And so the card that came out was the money card. All right. So this is 30% better. Okay. All right. So maybe it's a combination. Maybe it's a combination then. But the money card, the significance of this money energy, it's about our true power. All right. And so I want everybody to think about this energy of money and what this represents, right? What does that represent for you? For a lot of us, money represents control, right? It represents freedom. Is it still? All right, let me see, you guys. Actually, I want to, let me see if all right, let me know how this is now, you guys. We're going to try something else out. We're using my data as opposed to my Wi-Fi. So let me know how this is resonating for you guys. Is the quality better? We're just going to keep playing around. We're going to figure it out, you guys. So the deck that I'm using, that I'm pulling from to start, is the Dream Oracle. And I'm going to get a couple cards to go with this money card, actually. But there is an energy, I think, for a lot of us right now, where we are manifesting, right? We are creating. We are in this energy right now where we're looking at and understanding what it is that we're creating in our lives and really taking empowered control over our creations and our manifestations. And so I think that this energy is really impactful for a lot of us right now. And it stretches far beyond just simple money itself, right? It's, do we feel as though we are in control of our own destiny? As though we are in control of our own lives? Do we truly feel like conscious creators? And if not, what aspect of creation do we want to work with a little more directly, right? Where is it that we are requiring shifts? Where is it that a shift is wanting to happen for us? Is it a shift in our belief systems? Is it a shift in gratitude, right? If we can find a way to become more grateful, is that going to allow our abundance to increase, right? Is it our perspective? Where are we requiring this shift? And for some people, this isn't just about manifestation and creation. This has to do with anywhere in our lives where we're feeling that desire, that need to take back control, to take back our power. We have, as we've been talking about, we have Saturn and Mars aligned with Juno right now. So there's a lot of energies here when it comes to relationships, taking our power back in relationships, ending toxic and karmic relationships. That's going to continue to be a theme as we move through this first week of April. and into this 4/4 portal. And so Divine Angel, I think I just saw a question from you. I'm going to also pull up the live chat. Is there a way that I can do this? I'm doing this on my phone, which I'm not used to. It's throwing me off a little bit, all the technological stuff. So thank you everyone for bearing with me. It's making it a little bit difficult to focus here. But I'm wanting to see if there's a way that I can view the live chat on my computer where it's easier for me to see what you guys are saying. Okay, yeah. Okay, I can see the comments a little better now if I look on my computer instead of trying to read them on my phone while we're going through this. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you. You guys are amazing. Let's see. All right. So we Earth Angel energy. We're just getting started here. So you're perfectly on time right now. We're pulling some cards for the energies of this week, moving into that 4/4 portal on the eve of that 4/4 portal tomorrow. And so the first card that we got out, working with the Dream Oracle, we're going to connect back in, tap back in. We got the money card. All right. And we're talking about the energy of taking back our power, becoming empowered creators. I also feel like some people, this is a week where we may be receiving. We want to be open to receiving too, because we may be receiving money as well. We may begin to see shifts in our outer circumstances as a result of the inner shifts that we've created within. Yeah. We have the School card coming out next. This is interesting. I've never seen this card before. And so this talks about examine your beliefs about being tested. All right? And beliefs in general. And so what I'm feeling from this is it's that energy of like, there have been lessons that we've been learning around our empowerment, around our ability to stand in our power, around our ability to create, our ability to manifest. And so right now, it's kind of like it's a time where we're sort of seeing the results of like, how much have we learned? How much have we grown? Where these energies are concerned. Are we ready to graduate, right, to the next level of study, of learning? And like we were talking about a little bit here, this energy of beliefs, right? What are our beliefs around abundance? What are our beliefs around our power? What are our beliefs around money? What are our beliefs around anything that we've been working on, that we've been working to create? What are the beliefs that are creating our reality? Have we learned how to shift those? There's a real energy of that, of the importance of learning to shift our beliefs and come more deeply into our power. And if you guys want to work on this one-on-one, this is energy. I do Theta healing, which is a type of energy healing where we work with belief systems and shifting those belief systems. So please reach out if that's something that you're interested in. But have you learned how to do this? Have you learned how to be that conscious creator of your reality? And this is also an energy of like, with the being tested thing, can we be grateful, like we said, for the lessons, for the blessings? Or are we feeling almost like, do we feel as though, it feels like the energy of, do we feel like we're working in concert with the universe and the universe is loving and supporting us? Or do we feel like the universe is testing us and almost working against us in a sense? Right? Can we come into alignment with the universal forces? Do we feel in alignment, or do we feel like we're in a battle with those forces? These are questions that may be coming up for people. And there's going to be lessons showing up this week. It feels like there will be opportunities to put into practice what we've learned, opportunities to see how much we've grown when it comes to our ability to stand in our power, when it comes to our ability to create and manifest, when it comes to whatever it is that we've been working on the most as we've been moving through 2020, it feels like 2021 as well as 2022. Exactly, Evelyn. Graduating because we're shifting our perspective of ourselves. Oh, interesting. That was a dream about you making a cheesecake for her daughter's birthday. That is fascinating. I love dreams, you guys. If this is a fun deck for decoding your dreams too, because it will actually you can look up different symbology. I don't think cheesecake is in there though. It's not Mercury retrograde yet, Pamela, but I've been asking myself that too because it feels a lot like it. Hello, everyone. Hello, Jennifer. Hello. Hello, all my beauties. So good to see everyone. Good morning. Good morning, Stephanie. Good morning, QWA. Good morning, Al Green. See, yeah. If you think of what you think that cheesecake means, let me know because I'm interested in that. I often dream of cheesecake. Daydream, does that count? All right. So yeah, we're getting these opportunities. Hello, Wolf Mother. I haven't really had many cravings, Valoria. It's been really strange. Just lots and lots of food, but nothing really specific and nothing out of the ordinary for me. No weird combinations of foods or anything like that. Hello, Patty. So yeah, we're going to get these opportunities to see how much we've grown. And they are, but it's like we want to look at our perspective around this. Do we feel like we're being tested? And does that test feel negative or positive, right? Does the universe feel like it's supporting us by checking in with us to see where we're at? Or does it feel like it's testing us in a way that feels judgmental and almost like it wants us to fail? Like, do you feel like the universe is your cheerleader? Or do you feel like the universe is wanting you to fail? That's sort of the question. And this goes right in line with these energies of faith as we're moving toward that conjunction of Neptune and Jupiter here. Because calling our faith into question, that's a big one. Something really interesting that came up during the new moon ceremony that we did was this energy of how we're literally like this close to the blessing. And really what we're being asked to do is have trust and faith. It is kind of like a test of our faith. Are we able to maintain faith when we're not seeing the evidence of our manifestations and creations? When things look like they're not happening? When things feel totally overwhelming? Are we able to maintain that level of trust and faith? And if we are able to maintain that, the blessings are right around the corner for so many of us. So we have the angel and the award coming out. Yeah, see? Blessings, rewards, praise, higher wisdom. There's a lot of beautiful recognition and a lot of positive, like it's sort of like the analogy that was shown to me during the new moon ceremony was the analogy of being in a completely dark room. And because it's so dark, you can't see anything around you. It looks like there's nothing in the room with you. It looks like you're completely alone. And so we've been in this dark room. Hello, Sophie. Hello, Rosie. And then all of a sudden, if we're able to maintain that faith, right? The light gets turned on. And we realize that everything that we ever wanted, all of our creations, all of our manifestations, were present with us in that room the entire time. They were right there. We just couldn't see them because it was so dark. Right? And it was this energy of reminding us that the darkness is the void. It's the womb. It's where all creation happens in the void. So can we be comfortable in the void? Can we trust that even though we're in the void, everything that we desire is present with us in that space? And if so, it's like all of the rewards, all of the recognition of all the hard work that we've done, all the lessons that we've learned, all the cycles, right, that we've completed is coming through over this next week and over this next month. And I feel like even the angels, the beings in the higher realms are praising you right now for all the hard work that you've done, and they want us to keep going. They want us to know and understand that we are so close to tapping into our power, right? That we already have, right? We're already there. We just have to maintain it because it's not something that we're used to doing. All right. And so we're waiting for that outer shift, and that outer shift is coming. But if we haven't fully experienced that yet, we have to maintain the faith anyway. And we have to keep employing the lessons. Keep tapping into our own higher selves, our own higher wisdom. And just know that like everything, and this was listed in the 4/4 portal, right? This video that we did. Everything that has been hidden in the ethers is getting ready to come through. Is getting ready to come through in the physical. Yeah, you can embrace failure, right, Jennifer? Knowing that failure isn't real, right? Failure it's another lesson that we learned. It's another step. One of my favorite quotes. I think I've shared it. On here before. I think I shared it in a post even, was the master has failed more times than the beginner has even tried. All right. There is no such thing as failure as long as we learn, as long as we grow from it. Right. And we keep getting up no matter how many times we fall down, we keep getting back up. Yeah. And this is a huge year for really integrating that shadow, the dark and the light, right? Bringing those together, merging these supposed dualities, right? These supposed opposites. Let's see. Yeah, I like that. Everything you've achieved, so go ahead and indulge a little. I love that, Angel. That is absolutely beautiful. Indulge, celebrate yourself a little bit. Yeah, absolutely. We don't celebrate ourselves enough. Just checking looking at your comments here. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Rosie. The ride is much smoother when we don't resist. Resistance is what causes all the pain. When do I think? This month, honey. This month, I think, for a lot of us. For a lot of us, we just have to keep that faith. It's not far at all. It's not far at all. And we really want to, like this card said, check our belief systems. Do you believe that it's possible to receive what it is that you desire? All right. Is that a belief system within your mind? I've had to work on my belief around miracles because I had some challenging beliefs around my ability to accept and perceive of miracles, my ability to witness and facilitate and experience miracles. All right. So we want to be looking at those belief systems. And that's why I said, if you guys want to do any one-on-one work, please send me an email. My email's in the description box below. Oh, wow. Good for you, Wolf Mother. That's huge. That's huge. You should be proud. That is amazing. That is amazing. That is a massive accomplishment. Yeah, I'm 10 years in recovery from a whole wide variety of substances. Some prescription, many not. And I know how that is on a physical level. I know how that is on an emotional and a spiritual level. The level of freedom that you feel when you liberate yourself from the bondage of that energy of any kind of addiction, whether it's physical, whether it's, because it's all everything, right? Anything that we're dependent on, right? Any of those crutches, right? It can sometimes be a little wobbly when we're learning to walk, right? When we're learning to walk without those crutches, but it is so empowering. So absolutely, that is beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. It is not easy, but it is so worth it. Yeah, I think this month, and it may not be absolutely everything, but it's going to be enough coming through to renew that hope and that faith within us. Thank you, Justine, and hello, beautiful. Yeah, affirmations are great as well. I bet you do. I bet you do feel amazing, Wolf Mother. I love that. And now your energy is that much clearer, right? You're able to connect that much more powerfully. Hello, Lainey. All right, we have the ocean coming out. Go with the flow and flow with the glow. Yeah, so really taking that time out. This is that card that reminds me, I love, and nothing happens by accident here, right? We're talking about the cheesecake. We're talking about the indulgence. We're talking about the celebrating ourselves, right? We talk about self-care a lot in a lot of different guises, you guys. But and yeah, it's great to do, to be healthy and to get on that routine. And for many of us, it is a routine, right? It does require dedication and commitment. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm still not in a place where strict healthy diet and exercise is fully enjoyable to me. So it's like we got to buckle down sometimes. And we look at that as self-care, but indulging every once in a while is self-care too. Right? Allowing ourselves to touch the sweetness or to taste the sweetness, as it were. Right? Allowing ourselves, but this is also just about really, I feel this energy of really loving on yourself with this card. All right, so draw up a nice bath. We're heading into Taurus season here, and not this week, in a couple weeks. And so we're going to be more and more in this energy of indulging, this energy of sensuality, and really appreciating ourselves on a deeper level. On a physical level, in all different aspects. So this, I feel like there's getting a head start here as far as just really this week, appreciating ourselves and indulging a little bit if we want to, right? If we've been really strict with ourselves, really hard on ourselves, softening up a little bit. All right. Finding that enjoyment where we can. And also this is cleansing energy too. So we're being reminded to, with the ocean to me, right, is like a giant salt bath. And so taking salt baths, really getting up close and personal with nature, right? We talked about this in the 4/4 portal video, the importance of connecting with the earth physically, right? We are here to assist her in her ascension. This is all about Mother Gaia, really. We think it's about all this other stuff, right? But at the core of it, it's really about assisting Gaia in her transformation. And as a result of that, we are allowed to transform with her. We get the gift. We get the honor of transforming with this planet. And yet we got the bridge here. And what this is feeling like to me with the bridge is this really, once again, it's the crossing. It's the crossing from one aspect of self, from one reality into another. It's where two things, right? Where we are and where we want to be felt very separate. But now all of a sudden the bridge becomes visible. That helps us. How do I bridge that gap from who I am or who I perceive myself as to who I want to be? From where I am to where I want to be. Or I'm almost being guided to say where I think I want to be, right? But the bridge is becoming clear. How we get from here to here. How we get from wounded to healed in some aspect of our lives, right? From fractured to whole. That bridge is becoming clear. It's a way forward is emerging. Or we're realizing that we actually made it a lot further than we thought. We were on that bridge the whole time. We didn't even realize. It's like all of a sudden we stop and we look down at our feet and we realize that we're standing on the bridge. And we've been in the process of crossing this bridge for a long time. Yes, she activates us as we activate her. Exactly, Caroline. Yeah, Sophie, congratulations. Absolutely. Yep. Yeah, so that struggle too, and that ultimate triumph. And this is something that I do want to talk about a little bit more on here, because I don't really get into it a whole lot. We don't talk about it too much, but I know that there's a lot of empaths, a lot of healers, a lot of us walking this path have dealt with substance abuse and recovery, right? We've experienced addiction. We've experienced some of these lower lows, right? That brought us to the place that we are now. And it is a huge collective experience that a lot of us have, right? Empaths, starseeds. We are so sensitive. We see the world differently. We experience the world differently. And a lot of times we need to escape that world, right? In our younger years, especially, it's hard. It can be hard to be here, right? And so that's a coping mechanism that a lot of us turn to. And I think it's really important for all of us to stand up and to show people, like, I moved through that energy, that consciousness did not own me, right? It's possible to liberate ourselves from that. It's possible to liberate ourselves from anything. And so many of us do. So many of us are in recovery from something, right? So many of us have been through these dark experiences. Remember, the degree to which we can experience darkness is also the degree to which we can experience light, right? My capacity for darkness is only equal to my capacity for light, and vice versa. And so some of us who hold the most light, I think, have also hold the most darkness and have experienced the most darkness. And I think it's a lot easier for some of us. I know this was the case for me. I embraced my darkness a lot more readily than I embraced my light, because I could understand that reflection of me. That reflection of me felt more true, I guess you could say. I think there's a lot more to it than that, but yeah, absolutely. Relationships are a drug. Relationships are an addiction. Anything that takes us out of ourselves, anything that causes us to seek for something outside to attempt to feel whole within, right? Humanity as a whole lives in addiction consciousness. This, you look at, for instance, the country that I live in, America. This country does everything it can to foster and feed that addiction consciousness, that need to look outside the self, that need to use these crutches, right? Whether it's, and some of them are, some aspects are glorified, some aren't as glorified. But, overworking is an addiction, right? Food is an addiction. Shopping is an addiction. We are a country full of shopping addicts, full of consumers, right? We're all consuming something. Validation is an addiction. Codependency is an addiction. So many different things in so many different ways, and so many different traps that we can fall into if we're not careful, right? And that we can then, of course, have the experience of liberating ourselves from. Hello, Cookies Mama, welcome. Hello, Betty. Yes, exactly. When you've been in it and overcome it, you have a special ability to understand it. Tattoo addiction. That is absolutely an addiction as well. Although, that is an addiction. That is an addiction. Absolutely. But we've got all this beautiful skin, right? All of this beautiful canvas to create art on. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm certainly not trying to sit here and say that I'm now 100%. Like, I'm no saint. I'm not 100%. Like, I'm not whatever your definition of perfect is. I'm still I'm still on this journey just as much as everybody else. I still have my addictions. I still have my vices. I still have my ways that I escape and ease the pain and the stress of being in this human experience. This is why I can talk about it, right? Because I understand it. We're all still working through it. I don't know, user to go. If you were an artist and you're painting a painting, would you not want to paint that painting to the best of your ability? Would you not want to feel as though every stroke that you painted with that brush created the energy that you were looking for, right? that conveyed the energy that you were seeking to convey, evoked the reaction that you were seeking to evoke in another human being. Is that not why we create art? And are we not a work of art? Right? I think there's absolutely nothing wrong with seeing beauty and wanting to increase that beauty, wanting to find a new expression for that. Right? Remember, our life is a work of art. Our vessels are a work of art. Everything that we do, we are creating, we are playing. So have fun with that. Create and play however you want. I think that a lot of people find a lot of great enjoyment out of playing with our physical vessels, with our physical images, right? Remember, we're not taking it with us. This isn't really us. This is just something we're inhabiting for a little while, right? This is one of many vessels that we will experience. So why not have fun with it? Yeah, however that is. But yes, absolutely, when we're doing anything, we want to be cognizant of our intention, right? What is my intention with this? Is this increasing my enjoyment? Is this increasing my bliss? Is this helping me tap into my creativity? Or is this something that I'm using as an escape or to alter or change the way I feel? And sometimes doing something to change the way we feel is not a bad thing. I mean, what is that card that we get constantly on here, right? Do something to change your energy. All right? It's just a fact. I almost said I'm sorry, but I'm not, right? It's just a fact that when we look our best, we feel our best. You know, when we are put together, it's just the same thing as, like they say, messy bed, messy head, right? And so we feel better when we clean our space, when we keep our space organized and clean, right? It's the same thing with ourselves, right? And everybody approaches these things in a different manner. I like that, a creator. Exactly. And that's what it is. Art is the ultimate creation. And everything that we do is art. The way that we dress, the way that we speak, the way that we experience the world, it's all art. It's all your art. All right, let's see. I want to grab some quantum oracle cards as we continue to explore these energies for the next week. Clear. Well, you know, Wolf Mother, everybody has their own opinions. Everybody has their own thoughts on, like, what they believe is more enlightened, right? What they, and so we allow people to have their beliefs. And we offer them perhaps a different perspective. That's the beauty of diversity, right? We all have different perspectives on things. And thank God for that, right? Thank God for that diversity. Hello, beautiful Eve. Good to see you. Hello, Celestial. I don't think I got a chance to say hello to you yet. All right. What energies do we have for the upcoming week? Yeah, new beginnings. So there's fresh newness, right? We are in the astrological new year right now. This 4/4 portal, we talked about how it really, and this whole month of April, is the crumbling of the foundations that are not working. As we build and create a new, more powerful foundation, right? A stronger foundation. And I believe that we talked about this energy. And the question that we were being asked to ask ourselves this month is my foundation built on fear, or is my foundation built on love? And we want to make sure that we're building a foundation built on love this week. Hello, Monica. Hello, McKenna. Welcome. Then we have a creative endeavor. There you go, you guys, talking about, there's a reason that topic came up, though. See? Now we're talking about creation. We're talking about art. Look at that. There is a blank canvas there. What are you painting on that blank canvas? You get to decide. It's all up to you. Hello, Osmosis. So really, and this creative endeavor, right? This is going to be different things for different people, but it really feels like, hello, Jerry. It really feels like your entire life is the creative endeavor right now. And so what is this brand new, fresh new approach? And what are you creating in that energy? Projects being birthed this week, right? New directions being taken in life in general. And we're being reminded here with the optimism card. We want to hold this positive focus. We want to have this consciousness, this energy of optimism as we move through the week. All right, what do we have here? Discovery. Yes, with the intention, hold within yourself that intention to explore, that intention to learn, that intention to grow in new ways. That's the intention that's really going to allow us to flourish as we move through this next week. Hold a mentality of optimism. Allow yourself to get creative. Allow yourself, it's like really pursuing something brand new. A brand new direction. A brand new endeavor, a brand new exploit. Cultivating a brand new skill. Whatever it is. Approach where it is you're going. Approach what you're doing this week with this attitude of discovery. So it's also this attitude of like the childlike awe, right? When we are just amazed at the world around us with that wonder at everything being fresh and new. That's the energy that we want to cultivate this week. That energy of seeing everything through those eyes of like we are the pioneer, right? See how he's holding up the diamond? What is your diamond? And some of us are discovering that there are jewels in places we never would have expected to look. Hello, Buddha baby. Hello, yes. I'm doing July. Yeah, he's doing pretty good. He's very, very active. I have a very, very active child. It feels like he's trying to kick his way right out of my belly sometimes. I have to keep reminding him, like, it's not time for you to come out yet. You got a few more months of cooking to do. Because it just feels like he's so excited that he wants to be out exploring the world already. Yeah. Hello, Kelly. Welcome. Oh, thank you. Thank you, baby Buddha. All right, yeah, so hold that. Allow yourself to approach everything with that beginner's mindset this week, with that childlike optimism and creativity and awe. And I feel like there's something, I keep being drawn to this discovery card, and I feel like there's something profound that we're going to be experiencing this week, that we're going to be discovering within ourselves, within the world. It's like the missing link or the missing piece coming into focus. And that's where this bridge energy comes back in again too, right? This is, for some people, this is the shift in perspective, but it's like something showing up that we weren't expecting this week. that is like an incredible blessing in ways that we hadn't even fathomed of. It's not something we've ever thought about before. It's not something we ever thought that we wanted, or it's not a way that we've ever seen the world before. I don't know. There's something really, just something really beautiful that we're going to be discovering either in the world or within ourselves this week. And then we have the status quo coming out with stuck energy on the bottom of the deck. So this is the energy for some, right? This, if you find yourself in this energy, this stuck energy, where you're feeling like you're not able to move forward, where you're feeling like trapped in this energy of just this unmoving, unyielding energy. It's like for some people, I feel like there is a cycle that you've been trying to break out of, and you just haven't quite been able to get there yet. But I'm being drawn to, you see in this card, you have this incredible light in between these two buildings here. And in this card, you have this beautiful rainbow in the background. So there's hope, even in the midst of this stuck and stagnant energy, right? There is hope. If you're able to notice it, if you're able to still cultivate this energy of optimism, to cultivate this energy of discovery, take up a new creative endeavor, pursue things from a different angle, right? Forget what you think you know, what you think you know about who you are, about what you want, about where you're going, about what you're doing, and then watch as the situation is able to transform. And there is a lot of people, I mean, yeah, there's healing. There's movement and healing being brought to this stuck energy. I feel like this 4/4 portal is really going to assist us in releasing some of this stuck energy. In releasing these energies where we've like held ourselves back, or we've dimmed ourselves down, we've accepted or settled for something less than what it is. That's what a lot of this stuck energy feels like. It feels like for some, it's the energy of settling for something that looks good on the outside, but doesn't feel good on the inside, doesn't feel authentic on the inside. Settling in your comfort zone, right? Or just like really for some people, it's not even settling. It really is like you've put a lot of time and effort into trying to move forward and break through a cycle, break through an energy, but you feel yourself continuing to get pulled back into it. And there's healing and movement being brought through this week where that's concerned. So ask for that energy. I feel like you have been, though. Saying ask and pray for, you have been asking, you have been praying. So now it's more like there's energy coming in. It's like you've been feeling like you've been asking for this, for assistance with this for so long and nothing's been coming through. And now it's like you discover what it is that you didn't see before that you needed to see or understand in order to move through this energy. And there's healing coming in. Yeah, and with the purse wallet on the bottom of the deck now, after I pulled off that bridge card, for this first, the Dream Oracle, I really am feeling like there is a lot of abundance energy this week that we are working with, but it's about discovering what is true abundance for me. And we talked about this, I guess, at the beginning of the reading, right? What does money mean to you? Does it mean success? Does it mean power? Does it mean freedom? Does it mean liberation? What does money mean to you? What does abundance mean to you? And where does your true wealth lie? So for some of us who've been too focused on the material, this week we're going to begin to focus more on the spiritual. And for those of us who've been too overly focused on the spiritual, but we haven't really been allowing ourselves to delve into the material to the level that we need to right now, we may find ourselves delving more into the material or seeing the spiritual reflected more in the material. If we have been really diligently working on our spiritual selves, waiting for the material to catch up, this week that material starts to catch up. This week or this month. All right, one last card here. Conflict. Yeah. So this is those challenging circumstances we may be experiencing, right? That test our belief system, that test our newly created belief systems against our old belief systems, and show us how far we've come. Show us how much we've grown in any area of our lives where it is that we've been needing and desiring to learn. Yeah. I don't know. I'm feeling something else coming through here too. We've got the kindred partnership on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I feel like there's conflict in relationships, conflict with friends and family, conflict in our mind. So there's still this energy. Remember, we're still purging. We're still purging. We are still releasing energies at the same time that we're up leveling. And so we're going to be experiencing a combination of each. And I feel like there's almost like for some people, this conflict is between the self and the others, right? And so it's almost like your intuition is telling you something, but your family, your friends, maybe even your guides are telling you something completely different, right? Your intuition is guiding you in a direction and other people are saying, no, don't go that way. No, that's not right for you. Or they're telling you to do something, but your gut is telling you no, right? It's this conflict. And this could even be happening with your own guides, your own spiritual team. And the whole point of this is for you to learn how to step up in your inner authority and take charge of the situation and say, no, you know what? I'm feeling this. This is my truth. This is what I want. This is what I need. And really stand up for that. And that's where we're talking about this energy of our power, right? The source of our true power. The source of our true power is within. It's not without. So we're really coming to understand that over this next week. And we are possibly, some of these tests are going to come in the form of our friends, our family, and our guides, our partners, right? Trying to push us in one direction when we feel intuitively that we're meant to go in another. All right. So we need to learn how to trust ourselves, trust your own gut, trust your own intuition. You are your own guide. You are your own angel. You are your own ascended master. All right. You are your best partner. So really, this stepping into this deeper sense of empowerment within ourselves and trust within ourselves to be the guide. To be our own guide that helps us to make the decisions that we need to make. And trust that you have within you everything that you need to navigate those circumstances. We've got family on the bottom of the deck, right? So this is coming at us from all directions. Family coming out twice here, all right? And so there may really be pressure from families, pressures from our family to do certain things. And we're having to navigate that, telling us how to live our lives, that what's expected of us, all of those different energies. All right, we're going to pull a crystal card for the week. Here. What crystals want to guide us through the upcoming week? Yeah. I mean, we don't need anyone in the sense of like we are fully capable of discerning our own truth and, taking that creative control of our own lives, knowing our own hearts and minds. We are actually responsible for knowing and understanding our own hearts and minds. Is collaboration and teamwork still a powerful, powerful part of our experience on this planet? Yes. Is it very important? Absolutely. But we have to know thyself first. All right. And that's what this energy is really asking you. Do you know yourself? Are you confident in your ability to steer your own ship? And then we have Sugar Light coming out, the inner child. I love that because we were talking about this energy. Take in the light language on that card for a second, you guys. We were talking about that energy of approaching life like a child this week, right? With that wonder, with that awe, with that innocence and that optimism. So this is a great reminder, and this crystal will help us do that. And this, I think, is a crystal that's really great for star seeds, if I do recall correctly. Let's see here. Let me use both hands here to find it for a second, and then I'll hold it back up for you guys. All right. There is beautiful light language encoded on this card. Really drink that in, you guys. Been too independent, trying to decide when you need help and letting yourself ask for it. Divine Feminine rising, exactly. It's that balance. That balance is so incredibly important to understand. When is it that we and how is it that we can we still see ourselves as independent and receive help at the same time? And this brings into question, again, something that came up at the beginning of this reading, right? That energy of, do you feel as though the universe is your co-conspirator, your co-creator, or do you feel like it is working against you and sabotaging you? And are you able to let the universe guide you and assist you? All right. So the Master Crystal Deva associated with Sugar Light is Ramahol Amel. And Ramahol Amel says, let my hand take yours. Together we will walk the journey of life as a child. We will laugh and play, free from the harder illusions of physicality. Via me, embody the essence of the spiritual mind and deliver it to physicality through stimulated intuition. Let my magenta violet light connect you to the great past masters of our world so you may carry their wisdom and serve paths of the future. By my side, I have called you to action, and in the embrace of the infinite oneness, we will translate the messengers of light, the starry ones, here to assist in Earth's evolution. Never despair at the state of your world. The help is here, and together we will awaken them, one by one. The children of light have come home. Ooh, I like that, you guys. Yes, let's see. Truly a crystal of the new age, Sugar Light has come to us primarily to aid in the development of the star children that are presently being born on our planet. One of the greatest problems facing these amazing beings is the anchoring of their highly spiritualized minds and concepts into a physical world, a task for which there are no guidelines. That's why we are creating those templates right now, right? Sugar Light opens an unconditional heart space via its magenta frequency, and then utilizing the purple ray powerfully anchors the spiritual mind into the physical, often delivering realization of divine purpose. It is due to this that Sugar Light is the crystal of the inner child. It manifests the story of the perfected blend between spirit, physicality, mind, discipline, play, love, and laughter. Ooh, you guys. Which results in the carrying of the unconditionally mastered child into adulthood. This ability to retain the inner child into adulthood rebirths the adventurous spirit, fosters the ability to laugh, and encourages one to do new things from a fearless, stress-free place. Letting life become a spiritual experience rather than settling for the common stagnancy that so many adults suffer as they age in a physical world. And that would be represented by the stuck energy and the status quo, right? Oh, yeah. And then, of course, we're talking about this energy of discovery. Being the adventurer, right? Being the pioneer, like we said. So Sugar Light definitely feels like a perfect stone for us to be utilizing as we move through this coming week and really this whole month of April, right? Work with this stone over time by way of its spiritual link to the physical. Can answer the great questions such as, who am I? Why am I here? And where am I going? Its ability with this is extraordinary and even extends to information regarding disease processes, to which it offers complete and permanent cure. The cause of disease where Sugar Light is concerned are usually hidden in anger, boredom, depression, stagnancy, pain, negativity, or mental disorder, which it simply moves aside to reveal the truth. And aren't these a lot of those emotions and experiences when we're talking about empaths and starseeds and our propensity towards addiction and substance abuse and different things, right? It's all of these energies and our inability to deal with them and the lack of familiarity with these things, right? Because these don't exist in the higher realms. Sugar Light is a renowned channeling stone, able to connect and open the pathways to past spiritual masters of Earth, an ability that is enhanced in the presence of black coral and selenite. And I feel like it can help us channel and connect to our own higher selves, our own ascended selves as well. In Atlantis, Sugar Light was the principal stone of the third city, Ahonua, which was the city of the Divine Mother Principle. The gateway stones of that city, sapphire and pearl, still balance Sugar Light's work, indicating the inner child is retained through the truth of spirit and its resulting pure actions in the world. I'll read that again. The inner child is retained through the truth of spirit and its resulting pure actions in the world. Let's see. Oh, it's great for left-right brain imbalances, epilepsy, coordination, dyslexia, reduces stress and balance the pineal, adrenal, and pituitary gland functions. Management of pain, especially headaches and inflammation. And so this is going to be great and really helpful with some of these increased ascension symptoms that we're going to be experiencing on and off throughout the month of April. If Sugilite, the crystal of the inner child, has made itself present today, the voice of purpose is echoing all around you. The question is, however, will you hear it? The inner child could be described as the unencumbered voice or expression of the spirit that you are. It is a part of you that understands its purpose and reason for living. Its main job is to consistently deliver this to you under the guidance of spirit through the veil of physicality, to keep you on your path. But physicality is complex, multifaceted, and distracting. So to blossom into a mastered part of an individual, the inner child must be managed and parented correctly. Only then can the voice of the spirit be filtered into physicality with truth. The key lesson here is one of balance and mastery. Laughter, happiness, and play are all forms of expression that allow unconditional love to flow from us and the voice of the inner child to be heard. But discernment is still required for these things to be constructive on a life path. In the presence of Sugilite, take time to let the voice of your spirit be filtered through the heart. And then it's up to you to take action in the physical world. Remember also that laughter is often the best medicine, but it may also be a set of universal earplugs that allow the true self to be hidden from the world, crushing the inner child. By Sugilite, on this day, you have been called into service to the self. Let your actions in the world echo your response in the halls of wisdom, love, and power. And on this day, take hold of your destiny into light. Sugilite also appears to those that must or are working with children to stimulate the process and further define the role in their worlds, words, and ways. And the affirmation for Sugilite is, I am a spiritual being on a human journey. Yeah, so this is powerful. And this is also the understanding that I think many of us are going to have as we go through the week of this energy of, am I using something in a healthy way or as a coping mechanism, right? It used laughter and humor as an example here. It can be a beautiful tool. It can be an uplifting thing, or it can be a crutch and a mask and a coping mechanism, depending on how we use it. So this week, we're going to be noticing everything in our lives. How do I use that? Is that working for or against me? Am I using that as a Band-Aid? Or am I using that as a healing balm to actually address the wound? Right? These things are going to be coming into our awareness and our perception. And so apply the same energy of awe. Apply the same energy of discovery to every aspect of the self that gets brought up. Right? Everything that gets brought to the surface. Simply be the pioneer. Right? Be the archaeologist. Be the explorer discovering these different assets and facets of you, right? These different ways that you exist in the world, what's working, what's not, where that line exists, if a line needs to be drawn. All right. I think that's going to sum it up for today, you guys. I do have a little bit of some time restrictions today, so it is School of the Moth. This is a collective reading. So it's for everybody that's watching and everybody that's going to be tuning in as we're moving through this month of April. This channel is primarily geared toward the 144,000 light workers, starseeds, those of us who are here to assist in the ascension of this planet and experience our own ascension in the process. And but really, if you're tuning in, if you found this channel, then this reading's for you. And I mean, most likely, if nothing resonates, then maybe it's not, but it probably is for you. So welcome. We're happy that you're here with us, School of the Moth. That's awesome, angel energy. Another crystal card. Well, fire, spiritual truth. So there's another energy crystal for you to look into, angel energy. And something to know also is that you can take a quartz crystal and you can program that crystal to take on the qualities of any other crystal that you wish. And so if you don't have the sugar, if you don't have sugar light, which I don't, but I'm reminded once again how much I want to get some, right? Use a quartz crystal. Meditate with it. Ask it to take on the qualities of sugar light for you so that you can work with it, with that quartz crystal, that clear quartz as a proxy. Oh yeah, selenite's amazing, Wolf Mother. The Crystal Oracle deck is called the Liquid Crystal Oracle. It is actually a whole healing system that has been resurrected from the times of Atlantis. It's pretty cool. And all the cards hold the frequency of the crystals that they represent. So you can use the cards in lieu of the actual crystals. So that would be a great deck if you really like these crystal readings and you don't have all these crystals and you don't have the funds to go out and buy all these crystals and you don't want to work with the clear quartz, you want to work with the actual energy of the crystal, go buy this, order this oracle deck, and then you'll have all the cards in this deck to use as substitutes for the crystals. And there's so much in this deck. It's really quite something. It's a whole system of healing. All right. Hello, Rhythm. I love you. I appreciate you so much. You guys are amazing. Hello, Betty. Hello, Lainey. Oh, thank you guys for being here with me today. Thank you for bearing with me as we figured out all of the technical stuff. I don't know if I get around to it, I may edit out some of the technical mishaps in the beginning. Maybe not. So some of you guys who are watching this on the replay may see a shortened version of this. If I do, we had a couple little snags early on, but well, we got it going. And I appreciate you guys so much. You are beautiful. Have a beautiful week. We'll continue checking in. That April Energies update should be out about midweek. I'm figuring out a day or an evening to premiere that. And of course, there'll be more. There's always more stuff coming. So I love you guys. You are amazing. You are beautiful. Have an incredible Sunday. Have an incredible week, or whatever day of the week it is when you find this. Remember, time is an illusion. Everything, we're only present in the now. So whatever now moment you're viewing this in, I hope that you are having a great one and you continue to have a great experience moving forward. But no, even when we go into those dips and valleys, that's a great experience too, because it's teaching us, it's guiding us, it's making more room for the light. Every time we go through a deep purge, we're creating more space for the light to come in. And there's so much light coming in right now, you guys. All right, let's see if I can figure out how to turn this live off on my phone. That's going to be the next thing here. Oh, so much love to you, Carla. Oh, Monica, thank you. I'm due in July, Monica. Yeah. Thank you guys so much. You as well. Goodbye, Valoria. Goodbye, QWA. Goodbye, Wolf Mother. Goodbye. Hello, Astrid. And goodbye, darling. All right. All right, let's see. How do I do this here? I'm going to have to grab this for a second, you guys, while I try to figure out how to end this live stream. I wonder if I X out of it, if that will end it. Yes. Okay, that does it. All right, I love you guys. I appreciate you. I will talk to you all very soon.